So here's our code for the game Snakes, and this is our push function. Basically it's used to just push the elements into the stack as the snake progressively eats its food. After that we have the pop function for when the game is over, it pops out everything which is in the stack and makes it an empty one. The sum function, which is just used to know the length of the snake or the instantaneous score of the user. Okay, now coming to the main function, we have first given a menu driven choice to the user for selecting the difficulty of their gameplay, which is beginner, intermediate and advanced. So after the user gives its choice, we come into the game. So we as the code progresses, we'll see that the bar function has been an important part of this throughout the code, because the bar function, what it does, it takes 4 arguments integer type, and the first 2 argument as a tuple form the coordinate of the top left corner of the rectangular colored fill that will be appearing on our graphics screen, and the last 2 points form the tuple for the coordinate of the bottom right corner for the rectangle, and so the rectangle will be found on our screen. So after initializing the top, bottom, left and right, we come to initialize the snake, and for that we'll use an array x and y, where x will be the x coordinate of the bar function used and y will be its y coordinate. Now we push to initialize the length of the snake with 5, and we take a loop so that the snake will be visible on the screen. This loop initializes the snake on the screen. For food, we use 2 variables, rx and ry. The just for setting the length and breadth of the food, as you can say. And the food is first set to a random location on the map using the rand function. It's modulated by 1350 by s-1 and 700 by s-1. So we carry out an infinite loop and then update the position of the snake. For that we'll use the bar function, and then we'll give the 4 coordinates as explained by me earlier. The first coordinate just shifts the x coordinate of the snake by decrementing it with s minus s by 2. Similarly, everything will be carried on. So I think you can visualize how the snake will move forward in the direction s by 2 if we increment or decrement all its values by s by 2. So, and it is done for the entire length of the snake. Sum returns the length of the snake as spoke by me earlier. And this is how we update the head. The d value is used to store the instantaneous direction of the snake, as will be seen by earlier in this part of the code. So the terminating condition is if the snake bites itself, that is get pixel x of 0, y of 0, which is the mouth of the snake, is equal to 1. 1 is the color code of the snake that we have, and or if the snake hits the wall, and 15 is the color code for the wall. The get pixel function just gets you the pixel of the specified coordinate, which in our case x equals to x of 0, y of 0, which is the mouth of the snake. If either of these 2 conditions happen, the length of the snake will be emptied and will come out of the loop. Now updating the direction. So I think it may be clear how d works for us in updating the direction of the snake. If it's right and d is not equals to 0, d will be set to 2, because the and function is given because you cannot just reverse the snake. You have to, for example, if your snake is progressing in the right direction, you cannot make it instantaneously go to the left. You have to press the upward key and then the left key. You get it what I'm trying to say. So after that, updating the direction of the food after the snake has eaten it. That is, if get pixel x of 0, y of 0 equals to 2. 2 is the color code of the food. We'll again run the code for which was shown above, that places the foot at random location on the map, and keep on doing, and after that we'll push one element into the snake, that is make its length increment by 1. Then displaying the snake is, it's like set fill style, fills the rectangular bar with a different color, and then this is how you display the snake. This delay function will be the main in choosing the setting the difficulty for our game. It has been given the variable C, and C, as we can see in the earlier part of the code, is decided by user choice. The delay function just delays the occurrence of the snake between 2 successive intervals. If it is smaller, the snake will move at a faster pace, and vice versa. After that, after the game is over, we print the score for the user and come out of the code. Let's run it. So here's my output screen. We have been given with 3 choices: beginner, intermediate and advanced. For example, if I type 4, the code will tell you that it is an invalid choice and please select again. So I'll be going with advanced, and let's see what happens. So starting our game. See, as I collided with the wall and my game got over, and my score is displayed on the screen as 1. Thank you.